Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my very first Halloween makeup tutorial. It will be like a voiceover because it's just quicker and easier for me because these videos usually take about 5 hours to actually film. Also, I don't actually know what I'm doing yet, so it's going to be a bit of a mishmash. I'm going to try and see what I like as I go along. You'll see me taking things away, putting things on, taking them away, rubbing it off, starting again, la 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 la. That's what just happens because my brain is a massive mess. So just bear with me and hang on in there. Also, I do have a top on, you just can't see it. If you'd love to find out how I get my little look, then keep watching. Okay, so jumping straight in, I'm just going to start gluing my brows down. I'm doing this really easily by brushing my brows up and then running some Pritt stick glue through them with just a spatula, or you can use like the end of the spoon or anything like that. I'm literally running them through my brows and trying to make my brows as flat as possible, and yeah, just run it through. Okie dokie, now I'm setting these brows with powder because obviously glue is sticky and we don't want it to be sticky and annoying, so I'm just literally powdering those down and then brushing the powder away, and it literally looks like it's snowing in here. Halloween or Christmas? Not sure. So now I'm taking a really thin coverage, very pale for my skin tone foundation. I think this is just like a Body Shop one. It's like cheap as chips and really shit, but yeah, I am just using this as a little base for the creams and face paints to stick to. It just gives it a little bit of something for them to cling on to, if you know what I mean. So now the boring stuff is out the way, we're moving on to the fun part. So taking my Makeup Forever Flash palette, I'm just mapping out where my eye sockets are going to go. So just roughly sketching that on both eyes, and then I'm going to fill it in with the black paint from the Makeup Forever Flash palette. Forgot what I was saying then. So taking the Makeup Forever Flash palette again, and I'm going into the black shade, and I'm just drawing out where my temples are going to go. You'll see me draw these out, fill them in, and then rub them off because I just wasn't happy with the positioning. So, oh, there I go. Rubbing it off because I just wasn't a fan. And then I'm going to redraw them in the position that I preferred, and then go back in, colour them in, and then we'll move on. So I'm taking a really thin brush now and going into the white shade, and I'm just going to start drawing my cheekbones and just mapping out really some shapes just with the white before I go in with the black, because sometimes I'll draw them out and I might not like them, so it's easier to rub off white than it is rub off black. So yeah, just drawing a few random little shapes just to make up my jaw and my cheekbone, and yeah, just adding a little bit of detail. So I also sketched with the white paint where I wanted my nose to go and what shape I wanted my nose. I'm now going in with the black and just filling that all in. And then the exact same rule applies. I'm going in with the black, obviously, with a really thin brush, and then going over the other white lines that I made, and then we're going to start the shading process of the cheekbones. So you'll see me do that in a minute. We're just going to take a brush and literally blend the top black line downwards and create that really hollow effect. A dense, pointed at the top, fluffy brush with short bristles works perfect for this. If you've got one of them, whip it out and blend your life away. If you're trying to blend with water activated face paints, it's not going to work because they haven't got the movability and like creaminess that the cream colours do. So that's why the Makeup Forever Flush palette is unreal for this, because they are all cream colours, they're all oil based, and they all blend absolutely seamlessly. And yeah, it's just fantastic. So if you can get your hands on one of those, please do, because it will make your life so much easier. So you can see I'm blending out and adding more black, and blending out and adding more black. This is literally just to create the illusion of like depth and just make the cheekbones look hollow, basically. So keeping it moving, we're now adding a little smile, and this will then in turn help us add the teeth. So we're just drawing 2 lines coming from the corner of our mouths right back to the darkest part of our cheekbones. And then yeah, we're just going to start adding the teeth. So we're drawing the lines, matching it up to the bottom, just making sure that each line on top matches the lines on the bottom. Because I'm using gems for the teeth, I'm measuring between each gem so that when the gems go on, they fit in between the teeth, if you get me. So this is a bit of a boring part. It's just the measuring up. I'm just putting dots as that little reference point so that I know where to draw the lines for the teeth. And then obviously we're going to go in and draw the lines. So yeah, just going where I've drawn the little dots. And then once you've done the top, it's then easier to do the bottom, because all you do is follow the lines. You also need to make sure that you've got the same amount of teeth on each side of the mouth. So if you go from your nose, that's how I work it. Right, now I'm just adding some lines and some more patterns, just for the pure sake of it, nothing too special, just because my ear bit looked a little bit lonely, and then we can fill it all in with the black, just like we did before. So I started like shading my head, not sure why, just to give it a little bit of like depth, and then later on I go back and cover it in glitter anyway, so there's no point, so you can skip that. Right, now I'm just extending my teeth just to make them more interesting, I guess. I got this idea from Vic Broca, I think that's how you pronounce the name. She did a sick diamond-y like skull, and it was unreal, but I really loved the way that she did the teeth. She sort of extended them, and it just made it look just more interesting to look at, not just like teeth stuck on, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Vic Broca, I got this idea from you. And now I'm just whitening and rounding my pearly whites. So we're just going in with the cream colour again, but obviously the white shade, and making my teeth white as you like. This bit really hasn't got to be that neat. I know I've sped this bit up, but in the real thing, I was really just rushing through this part. It doesn't have to be that neat. And since I've not got a lot going on with my eyes, I'm just adding a little bit of gold sparkle to my inner corner. I don't know why I did this, just to sort of make my eyes look a little bit more interesting really. But I figured later on I don't even need that because it gets all a bit more interesting. So to kickstart the Bejewelled mouth, I'm just adding some pre-glued sort of circular gems to the black line that I made for the smile, and I'm just going from the from the outer corners of my mouth outwards. I'm then going in and sticking the teardrop shaped gems for my teeth, and this is where it gets incredibly more interesting. The camera skills for this part were not on point, so do not even mention that, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm sticking the gems on with eyelash glue and then just filling in the rest of my lips with just black paint. So again, I'm using eyelash glue to stick these gems around my eyes. These ones are just circle ones from, where are these ones from? I think they're from Hobbycraft in Harlow, if you live near me. And yeah, and they come in like a pack of like 1,000 with all different colours and shapes and sizes, so yeah. Then I'm throwing on some lashes. These are just the Wispies by Ardell, and yeah. I then just stippled some eyelash glue on top of all the weird shapes that I made, and I'm just filling them in with gold glitter, just to kickstart the glitz and glam. And then I'm just going to start adding some white lines, just highlighting, I guess, the areas that I want to highlight. This just makes sure that no areas are like not focused on, do you know what I mean? I want every area to be like a main attraction, so I don't want the mouth to be lost in the eyes, and I don't want the eyes to be lost in the mouth, and then when I paint my chest, I don't want the chest to be lost, you know what I mean? So I just want every area to pop in its own way. I'm literally doing this exact same technique, and I'm using gold cream colour, and I'm just adding more detail, like adding more colour, like I want the teeth to pop, like I want them to have different colours floating out of them, so I just want everything to tie in together, if you know what I mean. And now I'm stippling eyelash glue, of course, all over my face, literally all over my face, and then I'm going to add silver and gold glitter everywhere. Like, it was very, very messy, so, you know, it was a sad time clearing it up, but it looked great, so I was really, really pleased with it. So yeah, just literally stippling the gold and silver glitter all over my face, all over my chin, all over my cheekbones, forehead, bridge of my nose, temples, everywhere. Literally everywhere. It was a big, big old mess. Pray for me. And so to finish off all of the makeup, I'm just going to start painting my neck and chest, I think my arms, and I end up painting my fingers and my hands as well, so if you want to do that, do that. The camera goes a little bit funky here, like the lighting goes a bit fun, but just don't watch that either. But yeah, just paint your bod. And to completely finish and top off the look, I've added a wig from Everyday Wigs. I'll leave the product code and the name of this wig in the description box below, along with their link to their website, so you can fast track to the website. This is a lace front synthetic wig, and they do all sorts of other colours on there as well. They're literally stocked up, so definitely, if you need a wig, check out everydaywigs.com. And with that being said, that is the final look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!